Hello. Good morning. It's 11:13 and I just got finished I woke up at like 9:30 and I just got finished reading up to chapter 400 in the novel. And I will say, because I finished and I wanted to record, so after this morning check-in, I'm going to record a video on what I thought of the novel for the 301 to 400. And I've realized this is honestly a perfect way to break up and to get me to stop listening to the novel, um, because it basically means that whenever I have something I want to talk about or think about, I will pause and I will talk about it. And then by the time I'm done talking about it, I will have reduced. I will have what's the word? It's like the exposure to the book. If I'm reading, I want to read more. But if I stop, my initial I want to read more, and then it drops down in a trough until it's like I'll read more later. I have other things to do. And that's the thing that I've always struggled with when I'm reading books, is finding this ability to get past that initial hurdle of wanting to just keep consuming more, because I'm so wrapped in on whatever it is. So yeah, I think this is like a perfect solution for this, because it allows me to break free from that gravitational pull I feel towards books, um, in a manner where I want to, because I want to talk about the book. So it's like, uh, it's kind of perfect, and I'm really happy about it. So I'm 100% doing this with all my books from now on. um, in fact, I might go back and read some of my favorite books again, just so that I can do a book review on it. Um, because there's a lot of novels I've really liked over the years. So I think maybe I'll have to do that, like a tour, a book tour of some of my favorite novels. Um, so yeah. But anyway, aside from that, I yeah, I'm honestly I'm like in a really good state. Um, my mood is pretty decent. Um, I I did my walk yesterday. That was 10,000 steps. I'm pretty happy about that. Today, I definitely need to take a walk. I just, I'm probably just gonna listen to the book while I'm taking the walk, as opposed to filming it. Because it's, I don't want to do the full. I mean, I might do 10,000 steps. I don't know, but yeah. Regardless, I I don't plan on filming that. I don't think. Um, but yeah, yesterday I filmed the video with what's it called? The intro stuff. So I feel like there's a lot of like side content that I am doing. I still want to do the 30-day, 60-day, 90-day like summary videos. Um, so yeah, like I'll definitely need to think about the best way to do that. But yeah, I'm liking what's happening so far and how the channel is evolving over time. I'm getting the two pieces of content the more teaching style content, and then the books, which I really love a lot of the books. So I like that idea of you can read along as you watch the different parts of the series, if you're interested. And if you're not, you can just listen through the different things and just see like, oh, well, this is cool. And I will say, I kind of spoil like stuff, but it's more high level on analyzing the book structure and, some of the interesting parts. But obviously I do go into plot details. So it's kind of like, if you're someone who 100% does not want to know anything about the novel going into it, then you should read the chapters first. But if you don't care and you just want to know, like, okay, am I liking the novel? Is it good? What's interesting about it? From someone who has read, at this point, I think I've read 1,000+ novels. I think I'll have to make like a giant tier list or something at some point with every novel I've ever read, but that is a fucking massive undertaking. I have like 400-ish that I have recorded, and then I have a bunch of bookmarks. Like my bookmark list has every novel I've ever read on it. As far as I remember, I'm pretty sure I've bookmarked everything. But that's just going to be a slog. Here, let me see. I'm actually curious if I can look at what is my bookmark. Manage bookmarks. Okay, there we go. Wonder if it'll tell me how many bookmarks are in here. No, but I could count. Okay. So, an example. Now, I just want to clarify. These completed books I only have like 25 completed books. And that may seem like, okay, well, you said you read 1,000 different books. The problem is 90% of the stuff I've read, they're all still ongoing in the thousands of chapters. Like an example, so I have a caught up waiting for more, and I'm scrolling down, and this is like, the bar's like this big on the scroll. So like an example, so there's Infinite Mana in the Apocalypse. It has 5,500 chapters or something insane like that. And so I caught up to where it was, and then, which I think was like 4,000 or 4,500 or something, and then stopped because there was no more chapters. So it's not completed because there's going to be more content. So that's where it's in the caught up and waiting for stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of this where it's, 1,000 plus, like Dimension Descent, chapter 2,000. Like, there's so many of these books that are like that. So, which I will say, what I really like doing is waiting for a ton of chapters on these novels to pile up, so maybe there's 1,000+ chapters, and then I go back and I read something that I read like 3 or 4 years ago, and it feels almost like a new book. Like it's not, but it's something that I know I love, and so going back to it, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm excited to see what happened. So, um, which inevitably, I don't know if this novel that I'm currently reading is going to be one of those. Um, I will have caught up, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's a fine novel. It's decidedly middle of the road. It has some interesting concepts that I really like, but I just hate how like evil the wizards are. But I'll save that for the book review stuff. But yeah, so um, yeah, I'm starting to see the branching paths. I have the daily vlogs. I have the what's it called? The like more teaching style content, the your journey. So I have the my journey, the your journey, and then another branching path is the book stuff. hmm. Thinking maybe there's some sort of video game thing that I can do as well. Um, but I haven't really thought that far. Uh, because I enjoy like the little tower defense games and the auto battlers and the all this other stuff. So maybe I'll do something with that. Um, hmm. I don't know. Oh well, and then the journey like condensed stuff where I do the 30-day snapshots, and then hmm. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else is gonna show up, but I can see that broadening this I think it would be nice to do like the meditation stuff in some form, but I just don't know what that's going to look like. um I'm just looking at my calendar. I like looking at it, and it's like I have a lot of it's like a I use it as kind of both a calendar and a like whiteboard to just write shit down on. um so then I'll look and I'll be like, okay, like, when I ate the mod pizza and I wrote pizza equal death feel, like, I'm looking and I'm like, yeah, yeah, you're right. That's why we don't eat full pizzas. Um, don't forget video fuck up from the you know OBS getting all fucked. Um, and then Face Fear Car Camp, that's still on my radar. Italy with a ton of underlines. Make teacher videos. Yep. Book review. Okay. Oh, and then I got on my right side, I got like boots and bear spray and first aid kit class. Yeah, I really should do the first. See, this is why I write stuff down, because like if I wasn't looking at it, I would forget about that kind of stuff. Um, artist vid. Yeah, oh, again. Yeah, I got to do the artist video. Um, maybe that'll be today, because that shouldn't take too long. Um, but I also want to like be like, yeah, like I don't want to just do a perfunctory video. I want to make sure to like dot my I's and cross my T's, as it were. I don't need to do that. I do need to fix the door. I also need to sort the rest of my stuff. Because, I've condensed a lot, but I still have, you know, like I really should be condensing. My goal is the end of the month, and it's already, we're at 2 weeks left for the month. So, or I guess technically a little less than 2 weeks, 13 days, but well, no, hold on. If I count today, um, yeah, I have exactly 2 weeks if I count today. So, and then I got my suit fitting next month on the 10th, and then on the 15th I got the Reiki Master, and I also got to figure out when I'm going to do the hair appointment. Oh yeah, I got to call them. Okay, well, I think things are going really well. So, I think I want to continue downloading stuff on my on this guy. So, the Rogue Ally. Uh, it's nice. Some games is like the tower, the Oaken Tower game. It's a little weird to play on there because I can't tell what any of the stats look like unless I do like some shenanigans with it. But yeah, so but there's like games like the Magi Craft game that seem to probably do really well on that. Um, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go and record the book talk. So I guess I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Bye. Good evening. It is 12:15 in the morning. It's a bit late. I got sucked into a little game while listening to a book. The complexity of everything and all the little mechanics and realizing that certain mechanics don't work the way they do. It's just the fact that you can go infinite is like, I want to be the highest infinite that the infinite can infinite, and I don't know. So anyway, so I got a lot done today. I did record the 2 videos for the artists. I have to edit them, but need to do that. Ate some food. I feel like I did a lot, but I can't remember what I did. I went out a lot and hung out, chatted with chatted with the guy that's near. He works at the one food place, and I was just chatting with him about like his plans and all of this stuff, and yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I did a walk. Obviously, I didn't record the walk. I was going to, but then I was like, Um, yeah, and then other than that, I just kind of enjoyed my day. I don't know. It was a nice day. I feel like I got a lot done, even though it's just recording some extra videos and doing my walk and eating food. Yeah. So, um, oh right, I also recorded the other book as well. So yeah, it's been good. It's been good. So I guess I'm not gonna really talk too much today. Um, my throat's a little bit like tired from all the talking I've done the last few days. Because I've been doing extra talking, but that's fine. So okay, I'm gonna go. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Uh, it's walking day, so I'll have a nice long walk and chat about whatever comes into my head. But I will say, um, consistent AG1, drinking that pretty much every day, it's just so good. Like, I don't know. It just, my energy levels just go. So, um, clearly there's something to it, where I'm missing something and it's filling in the gap really well. So I'm glad, and I'll just keep doing it because like clearly it's like helping me. So, um, if I have any weird negative side effects or anything like that, then obviously I'll stop. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna go. Have a good night. Bye.